Welcome to Born for Greatness, a Rev'd podcast here to inspire you to pursue your greatest potential. I'm Clyde Sims.
And I'm Alyssa Panozzi.
We're your hosts.
Together, we're sitting down with courageous, inspiring, and resilient individuals to hear about their journeys towards greatness.
Welcome, you guys. Born for Greatness, a Rev'd podcast. Today, we are here with Erika Simon. Erika, welcome.
Hey, guys.
Welcome.
All right, so a little intro. Erika is originally from Franklin, Mass, local girl. All right, and we're here talking to her today because of her company that she has started, and it's still pretty new, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We just came up on the first birthday.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh wow, super
Congrats.
new, super new. Yeah, congrats. Here to talk to her about that and just life in general. Right, what brought her to start this company? What's continuing to push her? So let's start from the top. All right, so we want to know before City Tease. That is the name of the company, City Tease.
The pronunciation,
I got it.
spot on.
They don't know that I asked for the pronunciation before.
You killed it.
All right, thank you. So before City Tease, all right, take us back. So you grew up in Franklin,
Yep.
Massachusetts. Okay, tell us what it was like.
Born and raised, I lived in the same house my entire life with my dad and my awesome family. But I went to Framingham State, which is, only about 45 minutes from home.
Okay.
And studied fashion there. I say that I studied cheerleading and then I had like a fashion minor because that was the real reason I went there. So that's kind of where the background came from. I don't know if you guys know too much about it, but I also cheered for the Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
So
We're going to get there, but go ahead.
I'll slow down.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I was just giving it all. I'm an open book. I did the Celtics. I actually had a full-time job before this, which I just left like 3 months ago to take on my business full-time. But I was a designer for a cheerleading uniform company.
Okay. That was your full-time?
Full-time job.
Okay.
And this is funny because I feel like every aspect of my life from the Celtics, and we can get more into this, but from the Celtics to the fashion degree, and it really just kind of all snowballed into what my business is now.
Yeah.
And led me in the right spot.
Okay. So let's go back. So you went to Framingham State and you, what's the word? Cheered or danced?
Cheered. Big difference.
There's a big difference.
There's
right
a
there.
huge difference.
Huge. Okay, that is the biggest question I get is people are like, oh, are you a cheerleader or dancer? Dancers dance.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
So what we do in college, we were a competitive cheerleading team. So we're the acrobatics team. We're doing flips. We're getting thrown in the air.
Have you seen Fired Up?
I haven't.
You haven't?
Not a movie?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
I'm the worst. I never watch movies that people have seen.
Same.
I've never
heard of that.
I watch like the same
So you haven't
10
seen
movies over and over again. So if you ask me about a movie reference, I don't know.
Okay.
Never
So
long.
you go and compete.
So we competed, against, we competed in nationals in Daytona Beach all 4 years.
Did you have guys and everything?
We didn't.
Did not?
For
Okay.
Framingham, we didn't.
Okay.
I was actually like kind of a guy. I was a base at that point. So
Okay.
I was lifting the girls. I was a mid-level of the pyramid, which is when, the girls kind of stack on top of each other, do crazy stuff. So I was like the man in the pyramid holding the other girls up, but then transitioned to Celtics. I was the girl being thrown.
Oh, wow.
So,
Okay.
came a long way.
Okay. So you went to cheer
Mhm.
at Framingham State.
Yeah.
And then while you were there, you basically picked your minor. You said minor or major in?
I was just kidding.
Oh, okay.
I had a major in fashion merchandising.
Okay.
And a minor in communications, but
I asked it like that because that's how it was with soccer.
Yeah.
I got a scholarship. I didn't even know what they had at ECU. And then I got there and then I picked a major. So I thought we were in the same boat, but
no,
never mind.
just really like
All right.
fashion brought me to where I am.
Right? Yeah. All right, cool. So with fashion, what did you want to do? What was your idea of what you wanted to do taking on that major?
So I didn't really have like a set idea. This is actually funny. I was torn between two schools and I actually wanted to do nursing.
Oh, really?
Because I want to help people, feel cute, nice.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. And then one of the nursing schools I wanted to get into was a little too expensive. And I was like, I still want to cheer. Framingham has a great program. And what else do I love? And I loved clothes and I loved styling people. So I never really had an idea of where I wanted to take it. And then the job I was telling you about with the cheerleading uniforms kind of fell into my lap. And I was like, wow, my biggest passion and my second biggest passion.
Yeah.
So, I did it for 4 years. It was awesome. And then it kind of led me into this endeavor.
And you kind of had inside info. It's helpful that you actually cheered
Absolutely.
So you knew what what you could perform in and what you couldn't.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
so how
cool.
long were you with the Celtics?
So I was with them for 3 seasons.
How did that happen?
So we are like, Framingham State is like a breeding ground for Celtics cheerleaders.
Really?
I swear to God. Yeah. So
Interesting.
there was like, I think 3 other girls on my team who went to cheer for the Celtics.
Okay.
So kind of just like a word of mouth situation. I mean, I wasn't a flyer at the time, and Celtics is a flat, you gotta fly, you have, you know what I mean? Like, you have to do all of the acrobatics in the air. And I was like, what am I gonna do? I just like can hold people in pyramids. But I mean, that's what they needed. They had all the little tiny girls doing all the cool flips, and they were like, we need a girl to lift these. So it really worked out for me. And there's a huge community aspect to that too, where, we're out in the community, helping people. So that, I mean, more than anything, that was my favorite part of all of it.
I have questions.
Yeah.
For what years did you cheer?
Oh gosh, when did I start? So I graduated college 2017. So 2017 until this past season.
Okay. Okay.
I might have one more year in me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you did mention you were
know.
potentially retired. You're not sure.
I'm not sure.
Huh.
It's tough because last season got cut short, and I never got to like experience like, this is my last game. I never got to like look up at the crowd one more time and take everything in. And I feel like if I don't go back,
gotta
I'm
have
like,
that.
yeah, like your last soccer game. I'm sure you were like, your parents were there. There was like a
I didn't
whole...
know it was gonna be my last, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh no. Okay, so you're in the same boat.
Thanks for bringing that up.
Oh my gosh, I'm
No, it's
so
okay.
sorry. I actually have a really funny story about my last game ever.
Okay.
Though. So at my last Celtics game ever, I got thrown up on.
When was it?
I think it was like the Lakers game.
Okay.
It was like one of the last ones, and there was a Lakers fan who was being rowdy the entire game, being like an absolute disaster. And we were about to go on. So basically how we like partition the timeouts is like the 4th quarter, and we had the 2nd timeout. So we call it 4-2.
Okay.
It was around 4-1. And we were like getting ready. I was marking through everything in my head. And all of a sudden, like, in the arena, there's 4 corners.
Yeah.
And there's like the walkways where the players come out of, and we hang out. They're called bombs. Literally bombs. So we hang out in one of them until it's time for us to go on the court. And I'm like marking everything in my head, all nervous. And all of a sudden, I'm like, I get wet. And people like throw beers or drop beers. So I'm like, oh, okay. No big deal. And I'm like, this smell, like, what is this?
Gosh.
I can't even describe to you. So then I have another one of my teammates who's like, I can't see.
Oh, no.
So me and her, like, running to the back. We're like, we have beer on us. No. The chunks all over us in our hair. And then right after that, we had our timeout. So I'm, like, in the bathroom. They're like, Erika, go, on court. I have to do an entire routine. Throw up my hair.
Nobody knew. Except you.
I felt bad for the guys who had to catch me.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Yeah.
But that was my last Celtics game.
Okay.
So was that better than your last soccer game or what?
That was the last one.
Yeah.
I might take.
I actually don't think you can go back. I think you have
No,
to
she
go
has
on
to.
that.
I'm done. I'm
She
retired.
has to. After something like that, you gotta hop back on the horse.
I'm
Yeah,
retired.
no, you're not
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, for sure. So I had some old teammates that one his wife now was a Celtics cheerleader, and one just an ex, but they were before. You might not know them. Yeah. I couldn't even tell you their names, to be honest, but yeah.
They're still Celtics fan. Probably know them.
Yeah.
From something.
Yeah. Okay, so I had some friends that cheered for the Lakers years ago, and I'd hear stories like Laker girls are like, that's like the thing, right? Amongst, or am I wrong?
No, I mean, it's different. So like how I talked about cheerleading versus dancing, Lakers dancers. You know what I mean? So we're kind of a team all on our own. So I think there's like 3 or 4 more stunt teams in the NBA. There's like, oh gosh, I'm blanking at the top of my head. But there's like 4 main ones, and a couple are getting cut. So we're like a rare breed over here.
Yeah.
Wait,
But-
so you don't have dancers? It's only the Celtics
we
cheerleaders.
have both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have the Celtics dancers that dance, and then we're technically like a promotions team too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anytime there's like, big cards on the
Okay.
court with like money, we're like picking kids and
Yeah.
contestants and like really working the crowd and working the fans.
I was
Okay.
friends with gosh, why can't I remember his name? The guy that runs around with the
Lucky?
Well, there was Lucky.
Yeah.
Does he
And then-
dunk the ball at halftime?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the dunk team.
Yeah.
They are.
Then there's
Mwah.
another guy who was a friend of my dad's that he would just run around. I'll find his name after and tell you because you would know him. But
Okay.
I always thought that the Celtics cheerleaders were so fun. because you just get to run around the whole time.
It's just a vibe. We're like sweating.
Yeah. Oh, it's hard work.
But my question is that with the Lakers team, they were told like how to do their hair, what color their hair was supposed to be, all of that. Is that the same with the Celtics?
So, not really.
Okay.
I mean, the way you go into a tryout when you make the team is what they hope you remain like.
Okay.
I mean, I was a blonde my first year, and then halfway through, I was like, yeah, bad.
I love your black hair.
Never again. Yeah, this is me. This is not changing. But yeah, I was blonde the first year, and halfway through, I was like, this isn't it. So I was like, hey, do you mind if I color my hair? And they're like, yep, no problem. So, I mean, as long as you maintain what you wear for the most part, I'm cool with it.
All right, back on
Interesting.
subject.
All right, so let's move forward to the good stuff. You stopped Celtics cheerleader. You started a City Tease, and you quit your job, your full-time job. I think I met you right around the time that you quit your job, because I think maybe I saw you, and then the next day you posted that you had quit.
Yeah.
First of all, take us to the way beginning. How did you start? Where did you come up with this idea? We just want to hear it all, because you're incredible, and it's a huge. We'll let you speak.
You already know.
I have a
cry.
lot. Well, I have a lot of respect for you and what you've done and what you will continue to do. But start from the beginning with the city.
Conception of a City Tease. So basically, this started in like the beginning of quarantine, like the nitty gritty. Probably around like March, beginning of April, when like the TikTok era. You know, everyone was on TikTok, and I was scrolling through one day, and I saw a bunch of people like making tie-dye stuff because that was the thing to do. And I was like, damn, I could do this better and not charge $150 for a sweatshirt. So I remember texting one of my friends, and I was like, hey, can you go over to my house? Like, none of us have seen anyone.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, we're like, we've been quarantined for 28 days. It's okay, I think. So I was like, come over to my house. I was like, I have some Celtic shirts that I've been collecting throughout the years. They give us Celtic shirts at every game, and I'm hoarding them for memories, all that good stuff. And I was like, let's like bring some bleach. Let's have some fun. And she came over, and in my apartment in Boston, I live with 2 roommates. They loved this. And I have this massive countertop, and we put down some newspaper, and we just like went to town, and I had no idea what I was doing. I was like going Jackson Pollock on this. Like I was like, I'm just gonna like design something. So we put them in the wash, and I remember like hanging them up, and I took out my camera, and I like posted a picture, and I literally a joke. I was like, who wants one? And this was at a time where my full-time job, I actually got a pretty significant pay cut because of COVID. And it kind of all like happened at the right time.
Yeah.
And I wasn't like thinking about it being like a money thing. I was just like, oh, who wants one? To just kind of like gauge interest, joking around. And I kid you not, it was like I posted a booty pic on my story. Like my DMs were popping. And everyone was like, I'll take one. Keep in mind, I had 4. And I was like, how much? And they're like, $20. And I'm like, sold.
Right.
Sold. Venmo me, let's rock. So I made some money from the first ones. And then I was like, wait, this is so sad. These are like my special shirts, but also now I have $100. So after that, I was like, how am I going to keep this up? Like, I have people wanting more. So that's when I went online, and I was like, I'm just going to buy some blank t-shirts and see what I can do.
Yeah.
And boom.
I have a question. So you said that you saw on TikTok people were tie-dyeing things.
Yeah.
I never knew you could put bleach on a t-shirt. So is that the same thing as tie-dyeing? Just for someone else that might be like me.
It's a little different, and this is what's like so complicated with what I do, is that tie-dye, you can pick and choose the color palette, right? Bleach is like a whole different animal. You put it on something, some things don't bleach, some things put holes in it, some things turn a completely different color than you thought they would. So it was really like a trial and error situation.
Where did you get the bleach idea?
I think I probably like was scrolling through on TikTok, and I was like, that's easier than like getting dye all over my house.
Yeah.
Like, I'll clean my counters with the bleach after, we'll make it work. But yeah, and it just kind of spiraled from there.
So what happened next?
God, I don't even know.
More product.
More product, and
the demand got bigger.
The demand got bigger, and I didn't really have like a concept going. It was more of just I was selling. You know, I was making money. I was like, this is nice. I can pay my rent now. And then I actually got a knee surgery last summer, and I couldn't make any shirts because my knee. And I remember like laying awake one night and I was like, how can I like really transform this? And how can I make it different? Because the market is so saturated. Everyone's doing it. Everyone's staying at home. And what can I do to make it different? And I remember just like, I think I was like jamming out to like an EDM song because I'm a like bass head.
Yeah.
And I was jamming out to a song. Yeah. And I was like, yo, acid. Like, the whole idea just like started spilling. I'm like writing on a notebook. It's like 5 a.m. I'm like, what is going on? I just wanted to like theme everything around EDM and, you know, the psychedelics and it just snowballed. And I think the concept is really what pushed it forward and putting like these big drops and music and content instead of just selling. That's so boring, you know?
Were you on painkillers?
I was like, I swear I don't do acid. Everyone always asks me. I'm like, not a day in my life.
Yeah.
I was like, but when I designed it, I was on painkillers.
You said your knee,
Yeah,
right.
It just all happened.
It's a valid question.
It was a good question.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dad.
It's okay. So you had a couple T-shirts that then turned into sweatshirts.
It was like
now is everything.
It was kind of like a vomit of everything.
Yeah.
I was like, let me just test some pieces out. But I noticed that the sweatshirts specifically were like my bread and butter. It was starting to get cold out.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, it's spiraling out of control.
So what is it right now? For those that might not know what a City Tease is, how would you describe it? What do you have?
It's boss. So right now, I mean, my summer collection, I just released 3 different sweatshirt colors. They're all super bright, fun, flirty. And then I have 2 t-shirt colors, but I might have another drop this summer with some more colors coming.
Okay.
Oh, I see her dancing over there. She's excited.
We're all huge fans here.
Yeah, so we have that. I've actually hired a person who's amazing. Her name's Tim.
That's
she is like my saving grace. Yeah. So she is like my private labeler because I don't know. I built this from the ground up. I don't want to like give this off to people I don't know. So I found a girl who lives in Franklin. She's a college student and she has a passion for sewing and I have a passion for her and everything that's going on.
Awesome.
I just want to I want us all to win in this situation. So she does all my private labeling. She comes to me with these amazing ideas on how we can upcycle our scraps because I do a lot of cropped hoodies. And waste is not cute. I hate that. I already think like fashion isn't sustainable, so I'm trying to do whatever I possibly can to keep this the most sustainable as possible. So we're creating like bucket hats, we're doing dog sweatshirts, we're doing it all.
Yeah.
Scrunchies.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, very.
Can you bleach leggings?
Oh,
You
that's
no.
Yeah, you can't.
No.
Why? Because they're too thin.
Acrylic.
Oh.
So there's like specific fibers you can't, which stinks because people come to me and they're like, hey, can you do this? And I'm like, I would love to do it all.
Right.
But I know what I'm good at right now. So
Sure.
like I gotta stick with
What
what
if
I
we
know.
created a pant in the correct word?
Like
fabric.
fiber content?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'd give it a go.
Okay,
Down for anything.
Great. You know how to sew, right?
You a
Then
big
they wouldn't-
sewer?
Then they wouldn't be leggings, right?
Why not?
Because they don't have stretch.
Right.
I don't know what leggings are. I just put them on my body. I don't know, guys.
I'm like, whatever, sucks
Moving
this
on.
It
at all.
sounded like
Put
a
it
good
on.
idea. Okay, very, very big loaded question. 5 years from now, where's the city?
Good question. Tough. I mean, like I said, I never really have like a master plan behind things. I'm more of like a 3-month kind of girl.
Yeah.
What I can tell you is I'm working on a really big project. Not to get like too excited.
Can you give us a
yet.
little hint?
Basically, like I'm making these sweatshirts in my dad's garage right now with a gas mask.
Mhm.
Not sure how sustainable that can be long term. There's also things I want to create that I have these like visions I dream up of, you know, we just talked about that I just can't do by myself. So I've been working with a lot of different manufacturers and companies to potentially spread this even bigger, but with the whole, you know, vibe and everything that I believe in behind it being done the right way. So I'll leave it at that. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Cool.
But I mean, by Christmas, my goal, warehouse. Get out of my dad's garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good goal.
I want to hire staff. I do everything on my own.
Yeah.
I do my marketing, my picture. Well, now I have a photographer.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. But I just want to start passing it off to people. I want to make jobs. It's amazing.
That's
It
great.
makes me hot even thinking about it. I can't
That's
even
great.
believe
Yeah.
it. So 5 years,
That's
who
awesome.
knows? I mean, maybe being some like, I don't want to open my own store. I don't
Mhm.
think necessarily. Let's manifest this, like going into like Bergdorf Goodman and seeing a City Tease hanging on their shelves.
I see
Maybe
it.
something like that I would mess with.
Absolutely.
Urban.
Bloomingdale's,
Yeah.
who knows? Holler at me. So, yeah.
Like it.
Sounds
All
like
right.
a good time to take a break.
Yeah, let's go to break. So we're going to hear from our sponsors. We'll be back.
Hey guys, it's Erika Simon, the owner of City Tease, the one-stop shop for all things reverse tie-dye. You can find us at City Tease. It's ACIDI_TEES on Instagram and hashtag I bought acid.
All right. Welcome back, you guys. Once again, we're joined with our girl, Erika Simon. We're back from break. We got a little game. Fun game. Greatness or fakeness? All right. So this is really simple.
Okay.
Alyssa's going to name something. All right. Greatness is great. You love it. Fakeness, not so much. All right. You can elaborate if you want to, but you got to answer pretty quickly. But you can elaborate
Ready?
on your
Greatness
answer.
or fakeness?
Alyssa, let's do it.
Number 1, TikTok.
Oh, greatness.
Absolute greatness.
That is where this all came from. Without
know.
TikTok, I am nothing.
Yeah, same, actually, same. The NBA.
Greatness. Absolutely.
You covered a couple of these before, but that's okay.
It's okay. It's 75th year anniversary of the NBA this year.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's it?
And the Celtics, just saying.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I was born on a Celtics parade day. I
Oh.
hear that every single year. So we're talking about June. You probably would have been right after.
You were born for greatness, I guess, right?
Nice one. Matching sets.
Greatness. This is too easy.
Okay.
Give
Well,
me something.
this
Give me something
You know,
hard.
we're gonna get into those right here. Jean shorts on guys.
Like a jort. I would.
Maybe like a cut, like a.
I'm just picturing like a meathead with like tight.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
what?
Like no, but like a big juicy man with like some. No,
What about Metro? Like Metro, like,
I'm not into it.
not cut or
Do you?
anything.
What are
This
you
is her.
wearing?
She answered
No, I
fakeness.
thought this was mine. What are you wearing?
I'm crying.
Yeah.
All right.
I wear
next,
my PJs on set. It's
next
just waist
one.
up,
next one. Cats.
Greatness.
Greatness?
Yeah.
You have one?
I do. He is my baby. I have an orange tabby. He
Name?
is red.
Red.
He is
Aw.
a nugget. He's like a cat dog, though.
What do you mean?
Oh my god, he is a wild man. So
Is he
doesn't-
fat?
No, he's actually like very skinny, but he's long.
I picture him like Garfield.
A little bit.
Is that the kind of cat? Or he's just orange?
He's orange. He's just a
Okay.
cute
Where'd
little.
Fred come from?
So Craigslist.
No, I mean
No, the name. That's good to know.
That works too. That
Yeah,
works.
got him off Craigslist. I literally was just like, I want to name a cat after a man, like a man's name, and
Okay.
we call him Fredward. He has like Mr. Meow.
How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
I do that.
Yeah,
Alyssa, how old is Erika?
26?
26. Just turned 26.
26. All right.
Baby.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
So you hadn't seen Drop Dead Fred?
Didn't we talk about this?
What is
Ah,
that?
It's a movie.
Clyde is a little bit older than us.
Clyde, how old are you?
Just a little
By
bit.
us, I mean,
How old do you
I
think
am
I am?
not. I'm older than you.
I don't know. 30,
One guess.
37?
Oh,
Not far.
that's close. 38.
Okay.
38, yeah.
About
take
to be 39. About to be
When?
40. In August.
That's a relative term.
Yeah.
About to be. Next one.
Last one, my friend. Canadian tuxedos.
Oh, is that like Jean on Jean?
I don't know what that is. Ask Mr. Clyde
Really?
over there. Yeah.
Jean on Jean?
Yeah, jean on jean. Jean
oh,
top.
wait.
Jean jacket.
I
jean
was thinking a
jeans.
tuxedo from Canada.
You were like,
Oh,
you took
God.
that literal.
I did.
It is.
I mean, if it's done right, like the Abercrombie and Fitch style, if you can get it
Mm.
like really trendy, I think
Okay.
it works. On guys, not so much. Girls, it can be a vibe.
Can we bleach it?
Yeah.
You can bleach jean? All right.
Whoa.
Can you make
Guys.
Clyde an outfit?
Yeah,
A
Ideas.
Canadian tuxedo for Clyde.
I'd wear it.
Where are you gonna wear it to?
The club.
The club.
Sunday fun day. Legal rooftop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I could.
If
I
the
could
weather's
do that for
right. All right. We'll talk.
Okay.
Is that it, Liz?
That's it. That's all
All
I
right.
got.
Pretty good. Well, while we're here, top 3 DJs.
You. Good one. Okay. Timmy Trumpet.
Timmy Trumpet.
My boy.
Oh.
Love
Okay.
him.
Do you DM with him? So there's an instructor on our team that is always DMing with him, and he has also answered me. So I was trying to tell her that he answers everybody.
So I met him in person
At the Grand?
at Memoir about a year and a half ago, and we're besties. Like, we're genuine friends. So we talk
Wait,
sometimes.
really?
Yeah, like, he's my guy. But yeah, we're
It's
good
wild,
friends.
isn't it? Like, they're just people, you know?
Yeah.
It's like we sat in the lobby and just talked to him for
Yeah.
a while after, and he told us like some amazing stories, but just like was talking about his like fiance and his life, and I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, you're just like a normal
Yeah.
guy,
That's cool.
It's
just
wild.
living the dream. And I'm like, I saw him doing backflips on the stage 10 minutes ago. I was
Yeah.
like, what is going on?
He flips.
He's just like does like these marching.
All right.
He is an
I like him a
energy.
lot.
He's amazing. So I would say Timmy Trumpet, Mala. You know
Mala. I've heard of Mala.
Deep house.
How you spell it?
M-A-
It is deep.
L-A-A, I
Yep.
think, or double A.
I don't know who that is.
You have XM radio?
I don't.
Okay.
Big Spotify girl.
Okay.
You guys are on Spotify now, right?
Yeah.
I saw that.
One day XM, right, Les?
Yeah,
Mm.
it's good.
All right, Mala.
Last one. If we're going for like a little bit like softer EDM slander, I would say. You know
Slander.
slander?
I like Slender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some nice
That's softer.
soulful.
Yeah.
It doesn't like slap as hard.
Yeah. It's not like
It
that
sounds
big,
like it would.
Not big beats.
No?
Sometimes it depends like what they remix it with, but
Slender remixes are good.
yeah.
Yes.
We're on the same page.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
I love it.
Always.
It's good. Gemini sissies.
All right. Back to the city.
Okay.
Okay, so uh, your best resources so far. If you had to name one or two, your best resources with doing this.
Yeah, the community, to be honest. Asking, like, I ask my followers a lot of the time, like, what are you looking for? What do you like? What do you not like? What do you not like? Because I know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of like going with it and rolling with it and seeing what works and what doesn't. Also, like, other local brands.
Mhm.
So I've reached out. I have a bunch of small business friends now. We have like a cute little group chat. So anytime we have a question about something, we're always just like helping each other out. And YouTube is.
YouTube, yeah.
I learned how to code a website.
Yeah, that's
on
wild,
YouTube.
isn't it?
Yeah. You can really, everything is out there for you. You just have to take advantage of it type of situation.
It's good advice.
Yeah. Honestly, TikTok.
Yeah?
Because I'm not someone who can watch a 10-minute video. I need like quick 30, 60-second like spritz of things. And TikTok is amazing for that.
Okay, so on TikTok you can just search.
Search the hashtags.
Okay.
So like I will search sometimes like small business packaging because I didn't know how to ship anything when I started. And it was like, here you go. This is how you do it. So I've gotten a lot of great ideas from TikTok. It's been really cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
So like, okay, you probably formed a little bit of let's say, what's the right word? A little bit of a following / like community with it being a cheerleader for the Celtics.
I would say so.
Okay. Yeah. Cheerleader with the Celtics. And have you used, I mean, do you think that's been helpful for you?
I do. I mean, I feel like, here's the thing. It's definitely been helpful, but the majority of my followers have come from different outlets because I don't want to ever discourage if you're starting off and you don't have some sort of a following. I think anyone can do what I'm doing, genuinely. A lot of the reason I think I kind of blossomed is I like to pair, clearly, I'm wearing it right now. I like to pair my clothing with other brands
Yeah.
and kind of cross market because it allows them to know that I'm like, you can mix and match my stuff with theirs and vice versa. So,
Yeah.
I mean, Booty by Ray-Bans, I love her, clearly. I think everyone in the room loves her. She's magical. But yeah, the cross marketing is huge. So a lot of her people will buy from me and then my people will buy from her. So it's really just like we're helping each other. I like to pair stuff with Nike sometimes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's big.
That's
Instead
cool.
of just going at it on your own.
That's cool stuff. All right.
Yeah.
And if you had to name one person or thing that's helped you the most over the years.
Probably my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You a
Even
daddy's
more-
girl?
Oh my God. My dad is like my best freaking friend. I work out of his house.
Mhm.
This poor man, he tries to pull into his garage and I have like 36 boxes of sweatshirts. If I'm not there for a few days, I'll like ship some stuff to his house knowing that like I won't have to bring it inside.
Yeah.
So he, I went on vacation a couple months ago right before the like Hot Girl Summer launch.
Yeah.
And I shipped like 36 boxes of sweatshirts to the house. he sent me a picture and he was like, what is this?
Yeah.
And I was like, thanks, Dad.
Oh my
I bought him
God.
dinner that night. I was like, I'm so sorry.
That's what dads are
But,
for.
Yeah, I mean, he gives me everything. He's my biggest support. I don't imagine me just like running this out of my small house in Boston, so I could not do it.
But if you
without
had to
him.
do it, you'd make it happen. I'm assuming.
I think I'd make it happen, but
Yeah.
he allows for it to be really easy.
Yeah,
I'm grateful.
that's cool.
What has been your biggest failure?
See, I hate that word. Don't put that on me.
I actually hate that word too, but explain why. Why?
Failure is just like end all be all, give up, and
Yeah.
there's no such thing. I mean, I've made a lot of
Setback.
mistakes.
We'll say setback.
Sure,
Yeah.
I like that better.
Yep.
I've definitely made a lot of mistakes. Like, actually, this was really funny. The sweatshirts I made for you guys.
Mhm.
I told Jessie the story. So I ordered. Basically, I told her a time frame, and the sweatshirt. After I told her the time frame, I was like, all right, I have to meet it. I went to order the sweatshirts, and I think we talked. She needed them by like a Thursday, and I ordered them to get there by like a Saturday. They didn't come until a Monday. So I ordered like double the amount of sweatshirts from 2 different websites because I was like, I just need to figure it out. Like, I can't let these people down. So they came to my house. One came on Saturday, and I was like, this is amazing. So I normally make about 20 to 25 at once in my garage, looking like a serial killer. And I'm like, with my mask on, I'm like whipping through these. I'm like, wow, okay. I don't know how I just got this done. I think I made like 30 in one sitting. I put them in the wash. I take them out. There are holes in every single sweatshirt.
Oh no.
And I'm like, oh my God.
It wasn't fashionable?
No, it wasn't cute.
Oh, okay.
It was not cute. I mean, it was fashionable, but it was like not what you guys were looking for.
Sure.
So I was like, what the heck am I going to do? So whatever. I only had a few days. Now the ones got delivered on Tuesday that you guys ended up getting. So I made 2 batches in one day. I just figured it out. And then those came out great. But now I had like 80 sweatshirts, 40 with holes. And I was running around like a crazy person. But like something like that, it was awful in the moment. I was sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
And then I actually I do like trips collections, which is pieces that are like imperfectly perfect or like one-offs.
I love that.
And I did it for 4th of July. I was holding on to these. They're still a vibe. They just have some holes in it. And like, I normally take the ones with holes because I think it looks cute, but I just sold them all off. So like, it worked out. It was a mistake, but like, it wasn't because it worked out.
It's like the outlet.
For sure. It's the
Yeah.
creative,
Yeah,
the creative
exactly.
outlet, the
Yeah.
masterpiece.
You gotta inspect those pieces from the outlet.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, yeah. I know. Gotta hire someone for that.
That's a good lesson though, because I'm sure just like with any business, things are going to happen. Shipments are going to get delayed. And if someone's expecting something, you do what you need to do to get it done. And
That's
that's
it.
just you.
That's it. Just gotta roll with the punches.
Always. That leads me into my next question. What is the hardest thing that you've ever had to go through in your life or with the city?
This is tough. Let's just, I mean, in my life, and I mean, it kind of pertains to both, just having people who don't necessarily like believe in you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I sometimes was like scared to post about my business because, you know, Instagram's so big now and like you care about followers and all, like everything's so fake, you know? And then I just like, I put it out of my mind and I was like, you know what? I'm doing something that I love. And if these people aren't here to support me and watch me grow, I don't care.
Mhm.
So really just like pushing past the boundaries of caring what people think about you and doing, you know, what you genuinely want to do. And if I didn't do that, I think I'd still be sitting at my old job and being unhappy. And now I've created this whole new life for myself that I'm loving, and I got to have amazing opportunities like this and meeting awesome like-minded people. And it's just been such a ride.
That's awesome.
It's been a ride.
That's also a good lesson. People
Yeah.
that are there for you are going to support you no matter what.
For sure. So I think it's hard to like get over that, but the
It
older
is.
I get, I'm like, you know what? If you're not here, get out. Like I'll push you
Yeah.
out of my
Yeah.
life.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I wish I had learned that in my 20s. And I
Mhm.
think doing something like what you're doing, it just helps you get there faster because once you finally realize that, it's very freeing.
I know
Yeah.
who like my people are.
Yes.
And it's funny because when I first started this too, I mean, I assumed like all my family and friends would be like, "Yay, this is amazing," and like a lot of them
Yeah.
just kind of like sat back, and I'm like, "Guys,
Yeah.
I'm vibing." And now I have like the best crew of internet besties that
Yeah.
I've ever met. Like I have genuine friends from this business.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And I've knocked off a couple along the way that weren't meant for me, but like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now.
Speaking of, one thing you could have told your younger self.
That boy ain't. No. Younger self. Same kind of thing. Just like stop caring. Stop caring so much. You know, just live your life, do you, and people will follow who are meant to be in your party.
Like it.
I
I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
So
done?
we got some, not done. Not done. Yeah.
This is the fun part.
Done
too.
with the tough stuff.
Okay.
All right. But before we get there, you want to share your Instagram and your handle and all that?
I would love to. So you can find me at City Tease. It's ACIDI_TEES. And then the website is acidities.shop. And I also have a second business that I'm working on that we can talk a little bit about too. But that Instagram handle is Shop Acidi.
Okay. So tell us about that real quick.
Yeah, so that's more of like my boutique line. So I love fashion. I mean, I love like mixing, matching, and pairing things. So I just started like, working with vendors and buying stuff that's kind of like along the same kind of style. It's still very new. So that's something that I've been working on too.
No bleach?
No bleach.
Okay.
But other people can bleach.
Awesome.
Like sometimes I'll buy things that other people bleach,
Yeah.
So more of just like a collection of like feeling good, bold colors, big prints, comfy because we're a
Whoa.
loungewear company, but something with a little spin. So
Love
Okay.
that.
it's a
That's
work in
cool.
progress,
Yeah.
but we're getting there. We're going to have a launch next week, I think.
Nice.
So keep an eye out.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Congrats. All right, rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Alyssa's going to hit you with some questions. First thing that comes to mind, don't overthink it, and keyword rapid fire. All right,
Rapid.
let's do it.
Do you even
Fire.
know me? I'm an overthinker.
Yeah, don't do
I'm
it.
bad at this. Okay.
Don't do it.
Not
All right.
today.
Favorite workout?
Come on. Spinning. I spin like 4 times a week. My little bike
That
at home.
EDM, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
Those good beats.
Oh, yeah.
Favorite song of all time? Tough one.
Oh, gosh. Oh, my God. I told you I'm really bad at this. Maybe like, oh, God. This is so funny. Like Panic at the Disco.
I
Which
love
one?
whenever you
I
talk
write-
about music today, you're going like
Like-
this. For those of you listening, she touches her headphones like she's a DJ whenever she talks about
I think
music.
in another
I love
life,
it.
I was probably a DJ,
You
or in my
absolutely
next
were.
life, maybe
Yeah.
maybe I'll like add a little DJ like side business to all of this.
You can come
Yeah.
live DJ one of my classes.
I would be honored.
Let's go.
Probably like I Write Sins Not Tragedies. Like that is one
Yeah.
of like the
It's a good
greatest songs of all time.
Yeah.
My little emo stage back when I
Good
was,
video
like-
too. Remember the music video?
it was epic.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
that
That's
was
a
good
really
stuff.
good one. Sunday brunch go-to spot.
Ooh, so I live in Boston, so everyone who lives in Boston knows that Lincoln Tavern
Scott,
is
yes.
the spot. That has my heart. Those pancakes.
So good.
What is it?
You never been to Lincoln?
What?
Yeah, I've been there. It was at
Oh,
night.
what's the
I mean,
question?
never mind. I gotta go. I gotta go experience it.
It's
Yeah.
just
I
a
just
We'll go.
like-
We'll
yeah.
go.
It's a nice
The
local.
one time I went, I gotta give it another try.
Yeah.
It was late. It was like a stench in the air. But
stench.
yeah. But
It's
I'll give it
really-
another shot.
But I would agree. Well, first of all, this is supposed to be quick, but Sunday brunch is different than the night.
Yeah. I'm
also,
sure.
if you
I'm
go
sure.
at nighttime at Lincoln and Southie is a very different vibe
Whoa.
than
There's like a
brunch.
live band. People
Yeah.
are like
Yeah.
trying to stand on tables and like flip stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I've
Yeah.
gotten kicked out of there. Anyways,
All right. So
funny.
when we, okay.
Yeah, we'll go.
We'll plan a-
I'll
we'll plan
take
a
you
date.
out.
All right.
Clyde. Funniest mistake you've ever made?
guys, I'm so bad at this.
You don't make mistakes, but or say what is something funny that's happened recently to you? The story you told us. could
Yeah,
be
that's
the
like probably
answer
what
to
I would
that.
like go to
Yeah.
is the freaking sweatshirt story. I was
Making
like
holes.
dying.
Yeah.
You should have seen my face. I was like, my
They
life
are
is
the best.
over.
sweat- that's
My life is
favorite.
over. Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay.
If we're trying to be quick,
I'm just trying to help you out.
I love it. Thank you. Needed
Favorite
that.
memory from your cheerleader days?
Ooh, probably we went to the Paul Pierce like banner raising,
Okay.
and that was epic.
I'm sure.
I saw like a grown man cry.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
I love it. I love
good.
man tears. that was awesome though. I'll never forget that. That was a really cool experience.
What is a movie you'd watch on a rainy day?
Okay, my favorite movie of all time, which I told you I rewatch movies over and over. Have you guys seen The Butterfly Effect?
Yes. Yes.
It's so good.
Great movie.
It's so good, right?
good.
Yeah.
So that one I probably watch like twice a month.
Okay.
That's like my serial killer trait.
Yeah, Ashton Kutcher fan.
Great.
I love him.
Yeah.
That is a
Great guy.
movie. Next up.
But next, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Next rainy day, Fired Up.
Fired Up. That's
yeah,
it?
Yep.
All right.
I'll send
Is
you
that
this.
a cheerleader movie?
Yeah.
Like Bring It
But
On?
comedy. No, more comedy than
Okay.
Bring It On. Yeah, it's good.
Fired Up.
Has no one seen Fired Up? All right.
Never heard of that before. Proudest moment.
Guys, this is too easy. Just this. Like, really being able to talk about my business and, like, now I'm helping like, I'm getting people asking me advice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, first off, I don't know what I'm doing, but whatever I'm doing is working, kind of. Just helping people,
Yeah.
and seeing people follow their dreams and being inspired by me, because that's kind of how I was. I was watching other people live my dream. And I'm like, why am I watching when I can go do it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, just
really
really
good advice.
being able to, like, make an impact in people's life like
Yeah,
that.
That's cool. And the reality is we're all trying to figure it out,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, you look at people and you're like, they're so positive. Everything's going so great. And it's like, behind the scenes, I'm a nervous wreck. Like, I'm always crying. I never know what I'm doing, but it looks like I do. So
Yeah.
fake it till you make it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Exactly.
Scariest thing you've ever done?
Probably like trying a new skill for the first time. So like when we were cheering for the Celtics, I remember the first time I did like a basket toss and the guys chucked me like 20 feet in the air. I was like, I'm going to die. And then by the end of my career, I was throwing double backs. So
Yeah.
it was
Wait, so
amazing.
you practice that with a mat or just the guys?
Oh, just the men are my mats. their arms are my cushions.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a dangerous sport, man.
Yeah.
Any injuries?
Yeah, the knee surgery. So
Oh,
I
what was
actually
that?
tore my meniscus 2 years ago during a Celtics game. But it was like, I remember the moment it happened. It's actually really funny, not doing anything cheerleading related. We had signs. So there's things called hot timeouts. I know. There's these things called hot timeouts. So when, like, let's say the Celtics shoot a three and then the other team goes and then they take the ball and then they shoot another three and the crowd goes wild and they go into timeout.
Mhm.
Hot timeout. So we go out with signs and we
Yeah.
like jump around and, get the crowd amped up. And I remember I like was coming back in with the signs because you have to like get in quick. And I like cut a corner and I
Uh-huh.
like slipped on something.
Oh, that's the worst.
Oh.
Wet court is like the most
The
dangerous
worst.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
scary.
cut a corner and that was the moment. I was like,
Ah.
something happened. And then for 2 years I was like, I just have
Yeah.
knee problems.
Yeah.
Then I got it looked at.
The
I did my
meniscus is no
meniscus,
joke.
and it was the same deal on the soccer field, and it just slipped out from underneath me.
But I'm
Yeah,
good now. I'm spinning all the time, which
Yeah.
is helping. No, it's great. I feel better than ever.
That's great.
Mhm.
That's great.
Clyde has
So
one
that's-
last question for you.
Yeah. Well, first, that's a wrap. Thank you, but we do have one last question. We like to ask all of our guests, what does greatness mean to you?
Greatness. It means a lot. It's more of like a feeling that you get. So I was talking to my dad about this the other day actually. And like I started this company with nothing but an idea. I didn't have like a vision behind it. I didn't know how I was going to get there, but I remember sitting in my kitchen with my roommates, and the day I sold all the first ones, I was like, this is going to be something. And they were like, all right, slow it down. You sold a freaking t-shirt, relax. And I'm like, no, I'm telling you. I was like, this is something more. And I believe that with all my heart. And I just went for it and I worked my ass off. I genuinely put my whole heart into it. And just seeing, like during COVID, I was getting messages from people that I had no idea who they were. And they were like, you were literally like a bright light in this dark space. Like they were like, your sweatshirt brought me happiness. And I was like, what do you mean it's a sweatshirt? And they were like, no, every day I didn't have anything to look forward to. And your package came in the mail and it was just like, you know what I mean? So I like was like, wow, that is more than I could ever hope from
Mhm.
anything. So that on top of like being able to help other people follow their dreams and inspire people. And I think that's just something to take away from this, that anyone can do anything as long as you work hard, put your whole heart into it and believe in yourself. And like that to me is greatness.
Yeah, that belief.
Wow.
That's what we try to preach, right, Liz?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Erika, thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
That's it. You have anything else for the people?
That's it.
All right.
Hashtag I bought acid. That's it.
We appreciate you being on today. And thank you guys for joining us for Born for Greatness, a Rev'd podcast today with Erika Simon. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
This podcast is brought to you by Rev'd Indoor Cycling, whose mission is to provide affordable and inclusive experiences for all to discover their greatest potential. For more information about Rev'd, please visit the website revdindoorcycling.com.